every time.
The Progress Report.
Hey man, it's your boy Maybaxh Hot, and you already know I'm rocking with the Progress Report. Chill.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepherd.
Boss Brit the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel.
This is the Progress Report podcast. Man, we got a very special guest right now, Mr. Hot Rod.
What up? What up?
What's going on?
Man, you know, just in fight mode and
Hey.
fight ready.
Something real quick.
Right
Okay,
now.
great. Come on, let's do one
You
of
know
them.
what I'm saying?
Can you give us
I
something?
just want one of them motherfuckers.
It's the
See, they make it look good.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we make it look good?
Nah, girl,
Yeah,
you
we
got
got
you.
with the shoulder
Nah, I ain't
into
do it
it.
right. Okay.
Look,
That shoulder got a part.
Shoulder lean?
I be
Okay.
boxing on
Got it.
Saturdays and shit, so I'm
Oh, yeah?
Big
You
boxer.
trying to get it together.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it
Yeah.
together. You know,
Okay.
it's a
Yeah.
good stress reliever. You know,
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm saying?
therapeutic.
Mm.
It's very
sure.
therapeutic for me.
Respect.
Welcome to the Progress
Yeah,
Report,
man, welcome. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I
We done a
appreciate it.
couple of solo joints, but you've never been on the Progress Report podcast. So
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
Time for that, man. Well, we got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. We know you got this huge fight next
Yeah.
weekend where we actually gonna be out of town for DJ XL's wedding.
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm still gonna be watching your
That's
shit.
big.
Please believe.
That's
And no, she not lying when she.
I'm dead ass.
Bruh, she not lying when she said that. I want you to know she dead
hey,
ass.
look, it was
Dead
my
serious.
birthday, right? So
Yeah.
I had a party bus on my birthday, and there
I
was
don't
a
see the
box.
issue.
There was a fight. She over here
was a
like
box.
this. She over here drinking on my party bus, watching the whole fight. So
Lame.
I hope your fight ain't at
It's a
Sunday
Saturday.
at
It's a
4:30.
Saturday.
Okay. Cause she
Nah,
ain't about
it's
to be
in-
in my
it's
little
in the
wedding
evening.
chapel. Like,
Anyways.
nah, that's lit though.
Lalaa, one of my biggest fans.
Hell yeah, man. I love boxing. But I'm excited for you to be here. So actually what we gonna do, we're gonna do this pop quiz first.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pick your brain. So you go ahead and flip them cards over because you're gonna do both.
Oh, okay. Do both of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you were asked to fight in a celebrity boxing match, who would you fight against?
We bring in that ring with you.
Who would I get to walk me in, or who
No.
I beat up?
Beat up.
Beat up.
Now who would I fight? Who would I
Oh,
beat
man.
up?
Damn.
Damn. Celebrity boxing match. Mm-hmm. 6'9".
Oh,
Damn.
really?
Yeah, I beat that baby.
He look like he
That'd
got
be
no
too easy.
stamina,
That'd
right?
be
Like
too
that'd be
easy.
that'd
It's
be
just because
hella
he just
easy.
do so much and he just so extra and just like the only way I could touch him would be in a boxing
That's
match.
facts. That's the only way.
He
Cause this
gonna be
nigga,
snitching you out.
he did it.
Yeah.
Him.
Then he be trying to run and tell the commission I got my
Man,
hand raised.
hey, he gonna say something.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Flip them.
Uh huh.
Ask a kid what's something that they noticed as trauma once you began as an adult. As a kid, what's
I
something
got a
that you
typo on
noticed?
it.
Yeah, what is that?
Once you became an adult.
Explain that question again.
Damn,
As a kid, what's something that you noticed as trauma once you became an adult? So, like, once you got older, what's something that you realized, like, yo, this is actually some
traumatic,
shit that happened to me when I was younger?
Yeah.
Shit, my dad and not being around. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just because with my dad not being around, a lot of stuff I wasn't taught I wasn't taught by a man how to really be a man. You know, my mama did what she could, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't taught by a man how to be a man and certain stuff that I couldn't do and I didn't get a lot of moral sense till I was an adult, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Till
it's
I was
crazy.
going through life and just bumping my head and just learning along the way, you know?
I feel like guys don't know how much an impact they have on their kids' life.
Period.
Facts.
Like
Males and females.
Like yeah, but
Yeah.
like especially as a mom raising a girl or a dad raising a boy, like man, it's hard, you know,
Yeah,
because
for
like
sure.
you,
no man teach a woman how to be a woman,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
I mean,
Or
it's
he
hard
could,
being
not
it's hard being a black male in society. Period,
yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a record, you got felonies, or you've been incarcerated before or something like that. So it's just like I say, a lot of stuff I had to learn along the way that I probably could have been. I mean, I'm proud of who I am today, but I could have been a much better person, or could have been what I am at an earlier time had I not went through life's obstacles.
facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you are a dad now, so what's
Oh, yeah,
some
for
stuff
sure.
that you've been teaching your boys?
I know you being there.
Oh yeah, we definitely I teach them how to defend themselves.
Yeah.
But
Respect.
I try to teach my kids right and wrong. Treat people how you want to be treated.
That's facts.
Stay away from the bullshit. You know what I mean? So it's just teaching them how to be men, raising men. You know what I mean? Taking accountability, one of the biggest things. And I always tell them decision making. Everything is based on decision making. You can you work all your life to get here and make one bad decision and bring you right back down here. And
Facts.
it'd be hard as hell to get back. You know what I mean?
So true.
It'd be hard as hell to get back to the top.
Facts.
Yeah.
So growing up, so you was probably like the father figure in the household then.
Oh yeah, you know, I just like my mom worked a lot, so I always had to cook for my brother, make sure he was straight. Maybe heat him up his little snacks or whatever he needed, make sure he was straight when he got out of school. Yeah, so
Not the TV.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I was Big Brother Hot. Yeah.
Okay, and that's what's up. So Tracy T is your brother, right?
Yeah, that's my real brother. We got the
wow.
same mom.
That's
Word.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk
Shout
about-
out to Tracy T.
So
For
you
sure.
don't,
Shout
so
out
you
to Tracy
older?
T.
How many years older are you than?
I'm 3 years older
Okay.
than Tracy. Yeah.
Got you.
I want your little damn snacks again.
Right, damn, TV didn't go sit down, man.
Yeah.
How are y'all as kids? Like, and see, it might be a little bias coming from your perspective if we ask him the same thing, but from your perspective, how were you guys as kids?
At what point of being kids?
You tell us what point you want to tell us, because I know you go through the
See,
toddler.
I played football growing up, but
Gotcha.
I was always the sneaky one. But you know, by me being the older with my mama, it was just me and Tracy.
Gotcha.
So with me being older, a lot of stuff I got in big trouble for, and a lot of shit he came behind me and did. He could
Facts.
do
Yeah.
like
The
for
youngest
example.
baby. That's my
It's
baby.
always
Yeah,
that.
so like for example, I had pullouts, but when I used to go to school, I would have to take my pullouts out before I got home. You see what I'm saying?
How you get some
Pull out
pullouts,
goals,
man?
because make sure people know.
Yeah,
what
pull
we're
out
talking
Yeah,
goals.
pull out
Not
goals.
For a
like-
minute, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, what? Okay.
Yeah, I had pullout goals, but I used to have to
Pull-out
pull my goals out before I got home
Got you.
to my mama. But had come Tracy behind me, he went and got some pullouts and super glued his in his
Oh,
mouth. You know what I'm saying?
shit.
So it was just like,
What?
and it wasn't
Yo,
a
kids
fuss.
do the
It just
dumbest
wasn't a-
shit,
It wasn't
bruh.
a fuss. You know what I mean? It was just like, hey, that's my little pretty Chinese black baby. He do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? And he was the baby. You know what I'm saying? But me, I came home, them goals in my mouth, boy. You and them goals got to go. They got to go.
ass out.
Yeah. So it was just.
Damn.
And then as we got older, you know, but I was still playing football, but Tracy was off the porch, you know what I mean? So I graduated from high school. Tracy graduated from military school.
Got you. Really?
Yeah, Tracy had a doggone his first college degree when he was like 17.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. So he graduated from high school when he was 14. So military
Okay,
school.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
Y'all ever seen Faking the Fuck?
No.
No.
I'ma check it out.
All right, I gotta see.
I'ma check it out.
It reminds me of the story of them growing up together.
Why did he super glue the goals? Is my question.
Bro, kids do the dumbest
They
shit.
do dumb
Like,
shit.
You don't
That
mean
was
literally
his
super
permanent
glue, you know
goal.
what he's talking about.
No, he super glued him in
Oh,
his
he
mouth.
did?
Yeah.
With super glue?
Yeah.
What was he thinking?
He wanted permanent gold.
Yeah.
Tracy.
So hold on, how'd y'all get?
Did it last? Like, did it really?
Yeah.
I bet he
And
did.
then when it did come out, he super glued him back in.
No.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
It was creative.
Listen, y'all. When I gather with my girls,
Okay.
from now on, we gotta drink together as a group. Because this one right here, y'all, I drank it the other day and it was super lit.
They was actually founded in 2015. It's a black-owned independent company, so definitely one of my favorite wine brands.
Yes, you know we love black on. Okay, we got all your different flavors. Okay, so we got the rosé, we got the Chardonnay, and the Merlot.
Look, and it's got 13% alcohol.
Oh, we getting lit.
We gathering with the gatherers tonight. Let's go.
Where y'all originally from?
Decatur. Like everywhere
Decatur,
from
where's
Decatur
greater?
from Lathonia to Lathonia. Because everybody be like, how you know so many people? I went to 7 different elementary schools.
Damn.
That's a lot of schools.
Yeah. Like again, it's just me, my mom, and my brother. So every
Moving
year
around.
we was moving.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you played football. So where did boxing come in along? Like, when'd you get into
I
boxing?
used to fight a lot growing up. I used to fight a whole lot, so it was just like.
Oh my God! Can you teach that girl?
How she look? Cause she
looked bad. She looked bad to me.
I just seen Lalaa at the corner of my eye look like she was doing the snake like this.
Hey, Lalaa was actually like promoting your last fight, I believe, and she was in that bag. It was so sad. I felt so sad for my friend.
Hey, send me that video.
That shit hurt. But go ahead. You can answer Britt's question. That shit did hurt.
It's a boxing. Outside
I used to fight a lot growing up, so it was just one of those things. We just turned a negative into a positive. So,
respect.
Yeah.
Do you feel like? I'll be looking at boxers like I just can't be that man. Like I just can't
be that man.
No, be that mad. Okay. I can't be that mad that quick or something. Like, do you feel like any boxer really had to go through some struggles to like be willing to risk it all or really get in the ring and be hitting somebody that they might not personally know, and be fighting for their life, kind of essentially?
Well, that's why they say you don't play boxing.
Yeah,
it's serious. So, you ever heard of saying that anybody that box crazy?
Hell yeah.
Anybody that's gonna sit there and let somebody punch them in their face and then gonna shake hands with them after, they crazy. So that's what they say. But for me, again, boxing is therapeutic.
Is it like some like mental? Because I heard also it's very mental.
If you crazy, no, just
nah. I heard that 1 to 10. No, I heard that like it's very mental too. Like going into there, like what, like do you tell yourself something? Do you like how do you prepare for that?
Just kill.
See, that's crazy.
How do you mentally prepare for a fight though?
Music,
we know throughout my camp, in the beginning of the camp, I fast. I mentally prepare myself. And I train. You've been in the gym, you see me train. I train my body in the worst conditions, so that when I do get in the fight, I'll be prepared. It'll just be a breeze. And my reason for fasting is like I'm mentally preparing myself to go to war. I'm taking away everything that I like to do, from my Instagram to engaging in pointless conversations, eating when the sun ain't up. It's just thinking of every scenario, every angle of everything that could happen in the fight. And what could I do to counter what could happen? So I just take it and just focus on, because whoever I'm fighting, the opponent is always coming to take my head off just like I'm going to take his head off, and they train just like I am. So I just have to mentally prepare myself to go to war. So I start off by that. I run 6 days a week. I'm disciplined with my eating. I'm disciplined. No sex, no drinking.
No sex for how long?
I was gonna ask about this.
I hadn't had sex in almost 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like no sex, like not even like that's
not even
question.
Playing with myself.
Okay, I was about to say not even like jacking out a little bit.
I say playing with myself.
I ain't never heard niggas.
I'm trying to be politically correct. I'm trying to say not even pulling no skin. I ain't pulling no skin.
But that's a good point, and I wanted to ask about that because we was kind of talking about that with the Deontay Wilder fight. I felt like watching his fight, he had done something prior to the fight.
Nah, what it is my personal opinion is that he put on 20 pounds of mass. He was 20 pounds bigger of muscle. Gotcha. So of course it takes more oxygen to fill up muscle.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you putting on, this is something that you did for the first time. You blew up for the first time, and you got in there. You don't know how you be winning. Like he might have did good in sparring in the gym, but in sparring in the gym and then going to fight in front of 40, 50, 60,000 people on pay-per-view with millions of viewers following, it's like the anxiety is so high that it's almost worse than throwing a punch and missing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So that's what I feel. And then on top of, I think that both fighters are great fighters.
Oh, definitely.
But I think that just Tyson Fury is just too much for Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder is an awesome fighter and he has a lot of power, but I think when it comes to Tyson Fury, he's just more of a complete fighter.
Understood.
See, he brought a real boxing point of view.
You talking about oxygen?
Lala, like I think he tired. He just had sex.
When you are in a fight mode, when you hear the bells ding during each round, like are you mentally like, all right, I got 2 more rounds to go, or what you thinking?
No, I'm in the corner looking around my coach, looking at my opponent. I'm trying to see how he breathing. If he over there,
That'd be my ass. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm pressing the gas.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart.
Gas. Yeah, I'm always watching my opponent. I'm always listening to my coach, cause I feel like I got the best coaches in the world. So those are my eyes in the back of my head. When I'm in my corner, that's when I listen to them most, because when I'm in the ring, you would think the crowd, I feed off the crowd. I don't hear none of that.
Really?
I don't hear it.
You just focus.
Crazy, like meditating.
I just be locked in. It's just like
the Matrix.
just everything on him. Anything the referee can throw his arms up. You know what I'm saying? I just
dodging that.
Locked in. Yeah, I'm just locked in. It's just one of those things where you can't play with it.
Respect.
Talk about your coach and how long you been with your team.
I've been with my coach. I started with Coach Lopez. God bless his soul. We lost him in December. That was my head coach, who I started with. And I've been with Coach Omar Pucci now for like 5 years. So, I mean, win, lose, draw, that's my dog. And he gonna be right there. So he know boxing. He know boxing. Every time I fight, we go into a fight with a different strategy. So I can do something and be right, but be 6 inches off from the way I threw the punch, and he gonna say, "No, do it again."
Really break it down. Yeah.
Let's get this together.
Yeah.
Respect.
That's what's up. Because it do take a good coach. Because I know a lot of my friends that box, they have issues sometimes with finding a good coach. And I was like, damn, why it's so hard to find like a good coach? Was it hard for you to find like?
Yeah, I've been through a couple coaches, but we know with him is he's one of those guys that push me further than I can push myself. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't find good coaches because a lot of people just don't like the truth. So when you tell somebody and they think they good and you tell them you look like shit, they don't like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he one of those guys, he just pushed me way past my limits and way further than I think I could go. And in the long run, it just make it easy in the fight. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Talk about just in the past how you broke your hand twice during a fight, but still kept going. Or three times. Three times, excuse me.
Yeah.
During a fight and still kept going. First of all, I would have been like, "Fuck this shit, I'm done."
Why would you keep going though? Why you ain't just like shit?
Niggas trying to get that W.
I ain't taking that. I ain't taking no L.
Okay.
By any means.
You can tell we
Y'all, we
females be like,
different.
"Ow!"
Like,
But talk about just pushing through the pain though.
And do you feel the pain right away? Do you know you broke it right away?
I know it. Every time I break it, I know it's broke.
Damn.
But it's it's one of those things with adrenaline, the will to win, my mind not being able to process losing. They're gonna have to take me out on the stretcher.
Damn.
I'm about to say, is there ever time where you would stop? Like if you
I ain't stopping.
Period.
nothing.
Like a 35-pound pit bull, I'm not.
Woo! And you undefeated.
I'm undefeated.
Okay, that's what's up.
With a world title.
With a world fucking title.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
can we get into this fight, man? That's coming up. Well, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Next Saturday, October 23rd.
Hell yeah, man! This is a big fucking deal. You're gonna be on ESPN. That's
Yes.
We gotta
huge.
watch that. We can have like a little watching party. What?
We watching
What
the
time?
fight.
What time is
that's
it?
Period.
The first fight started at like 7. First bill at 7:30. I'm the fifth.
That's
fight.
like 4:30.
Oh yeah, we gonna be in Vegas for her wedding.
Okay.
But I'm the fifth fight.
Okay.
Got you.
Yeah.
He said,
We gonna be watching it from the beginning. It's fine. We're gonna be watching this shit.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we at State Farm Arena.
Huge.
October 23rd on ESPN, Top Rank and Post Boxing. It's one of the biggest, not one of the biggest opportunities of my career thus far. So, I perform well at a ballroom in the World Congress Center. I perform well at the Cosmopolitan. And broke my hand 3 times, still won the fight. So,
It's crazy.
my will for a televised fight
Oh, yeah, it's
at
time
State
for
Farm
that.
Arena.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So when you like breaking your hand 3 times, like you would think like you kind of messed your hand up. Like, are you afraid of that? Are you like, is it more likely to be damaged easily?
Nah. When I broke it last September. That's when I had surgery.
Okay.
when I fought in February, I was kind of gun shy with it for a second, and then just it's like, you know what? But you in the ring now. You either gonna let your hands go or you can go on home.
Which one?
Yeah.
See that one? I might.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I just what I did that fight, I'm opposed to like I press people and I throw a lot of power shots. But this fight was the first fight that I just actually went out and outboxed the dude, like on some Floyd Mayweather type stuff. Just outboxed him, used my jab, moved around, and I outboxed him clearly.
Who's your favorite boxer, and then who's like the best boxer of all time? If that's not your favorite boxer,
My favorite boxer is Canelo Alvarez.
Oh yeah, fuck with him.
that is.
That Mexican, redhead Mexican, he look like a white boy.
Well, them Mexicans can take a hit.
They do.
They been through some shit.
Yeah.
And who's like the best? Would you say of all time?
My best of all time would be Mike Tyson.
Okay.
I'll say that too.
Mike Tyson was.
Mike
I
was that
mean,
nigga.
I didn't grow up on Muhammad Ali. I didn't grow up on
same.
a lot of fighters before that. I started learning about them as I started taking boxing serious, but I grew up on Mike Tyson.
Right.
I watched Mike Tyson knock a lot of them cats out. So
I
to
remember
me,
that shit, too.
Mike Tyson is the best, even with his losses and all.
Absolutely.
for sure.
Mike Tyson's still the man. So,
What's your relationship with other fighters and boxers?
I keep a good relationship with everybody. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody around me do good. I want to see everybody win. I want everybody
Except
to
when they
prosper.
fighting you.
Okay.
I still want them to be blessed in their career.
Okay.
Still
Yes, I want you to be
everybody
blessed.
To be, God
that?
bless you.
Yeah, bless you.
What you just seem like you have a big impact. Like when on my timeline on Instagram, when you about to fight, I see it. I see it.
Facts.
What's your impact? You know, obviously like your brother in music and all that, but like outside of that, like with the hip hop community.
Well, boxing, that's funny because Chip and Pat was just talking about that. Boxing not the first time people done heard my name.
I was gonna say too, before we get into that,
Is
he
she
used to be an artist. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before that, that's not the first time people heard my name.
She an actor, yo. Everything you say, she act out. Like
Just for the people that might be like hearing impaired. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Got you.
So, yeah, boxing is that's not the first time people heard my name. It's like Chip was saying. He was like, man, like people embrace me for boxing because they know what I came from and what I was doing. When we talking about gang banging, we talking about in the streets, we talking about. Chip said, I remember, boy, before Tracy would even walk in the studio, you coming there with the stick, and you just, boy, that boy used to be wild, and it was the gangster. But it's just something that we just turned all that negative energy into something positive, and everybody know what I came from, what I was doing, and now to be here. Somebody said to me, man, bro, you know, it was good to see you on the news or see somebody I know on the news for something positive. You know what I'm saying? So that made people proud because they know what I was doing.
is it hard to stay out of trouble now? Because we see so many people, especially like artists, that like is on the come up, and we so proud of them, and then they get caught up in some shit.
I don't create pitfalls. I stay away from pitfalls. I don't put myself in no situation that's gonna make it hard for me to get out of.
I feel
No
that.
messed up situations. I try to stay away from negative energy. I try to stay away from people that always got some bullshit going on. Before they lost the power, I always tell you, stay away from the unlucky and the less fortunate.
Yeah, I'm a reformed hood nigga, man.
No, because
Shout out to all my reformed hood niggas, man.
I'm like, it ain't that like bad shit not just keep happening to you. You know you attracting this shit to you, right?
And you gotta
Like,
think about.
Yeah, watch me keep riding too, man.
When you can be as positive as you want, and you can give as good vibes as you want. But if you have this person around you, before your good energy will rub off on them, they fucked up energy gonna rub off on you.
the negative always started in a positive.
Yeah.
Even like on Instagram or something like you can have 1,000 people saying they love you. The one person that say some ignorant shit, we kind of just
pay attention to
experienced
it,
that.
like, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah. So I feel that.
Right, and we did bring up the music too. So talk about that though. I know we mentioned that on our solo interviews, but you and Tracy T had that song that Money and Sex going crazy in the city. Like, I mean, every strip club, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing this record.
My brother was the reason. It's my brother's fault I ended up rapping.
Not my brother's fault.
I wasn't even trying to rap. What happened, it was at the time he had just signed with Maybaxh.
Got you.
He was on the road. People couldn't book him. They couldn't get him. So at the time, I was moving around in the streets heavy. I was, flagging and all that kind of stuff, doing my gang stuff. So he was like, we can't book Tracy. We gonna book his brother. So I was getting booked, and I hadn't had a song yet.
Okay.
I called my brother like, hey man, I'm getting booked. I need a song. Maybe like three days later, we got in the studio. It was my brother came to help me, and Sonny came.
Big Sonny Digital.
Yeah,
that's that relationship.
So a lot of people don't know, Sonny made Money and Sex.
Oh, I never knew he made it. Got you.
Yeah, that's Sonny Digital.
Shout out to fucking Sonny Digital.
Yeah.
First of all, to get your first song done by Sonny Digital, right?
But you wanna know what's so crazy? We went in the studio that night and did like 4 songs. Money and Sex was the first song.
So y'all did an EP.
We didn't even worry about it. Like, it was so hard. We like, boy, I'm running with this one. This gonna be my song. I paid my brother, paid Sonny. Like, yeah, we running with this, and we just went with that. So
you paid your brother?
Yeah.
Okay, respect.
Cause I mean, it wasn't that he said, "Oh nah," he didn't want to take my money. But at the end of the day, like, this was
it's your job.
I mean, my brother.
I ain't paying my sister for no feature.
No, I mean, because the thing, I didn't pay what everybody else was paying.
Okay. But brotherly love price.
You gotta understand, like, my brother not in the streets no more.
No, respect. I respect
rap
that.
is his hustle. That's how he get
hard.
paid. That's how he feed his kids. That's how he pay his bills. So I respect it, because if I got something going on,
damn right,
hey,
I would pay. Like,
you know what I mean?
If my sister catered my joint, I would throw her something.
It's just out of respect, because that's
respect.
All the times I watched you,
yeah.
I watched you.
I don't warm up your
clean your ass, nigga.
Yeah.
But nah, I feel you. That's respect.
yeah, that's respect.
I definitely want to ask too, just like with the fun side of boxing. Not saying everything else not fun, but just from what we see, talk about just the creative process from coming up with the wardrobe. Because one thing about you, this nigga wardrobe be fire. Also too, just the being able to like bring artists out. You know what I mean? I think that's also a good look for them as well. You know what I mean? So talk about the creative process.
My outfits always kind of have a theme.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So, with this fight, we're going breast cancer awareness. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be nice. But, I like colors. I like loud colors. Colors that jokers be scared to go.
Tone too.
Yeah, I mean, colors that people be scared to go. So, and it's just the whole thing of coming out. They know I'm going to be dressed nice. When you hear me coming out, you hear the purge announcement.
We know when you coming out. That shit, that shit be fire.
You don't never know who coming out. So then you know when I come out, I'm coming to fight.
That's that right.
So it's like, it's all the way, it's all around entertainment.
Respect.
We know you bringing somebody. Who bringing you out? We can't.
This a big one. ESPN.
Oh yeah.
Tracy got new music coming. Got big shit popping. So is it gonna be Tracy T or?
He said, wait.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
ESPN, October 23rd.
Yeah.
Cash Doll bring you out.
Not with the waddle.
Right, with the waddle.
So yeah. Bringing me up.
For sure. Now we excited.
Oh, my fault. Do you think you would ever retire soon, or how do you feel like you are in your career? And is there ever a time where it's like, yo, it's time to cut it out? My body ain't, you know what I'm saying?
I started late, so I feel like my body is preserved.
Okay.
So it's still full young, like new.
Yeah. Cause I don't plan on retiring until we get some millions.
That's right.
We want they can have the fame. We want the money.
That's right.
That's what we here for, the money. We want some more belts and we want some more money.
Boxing bringing that bag too, boy. Yeah, we know AB. That's he from Cincinnati. You cool with him?
That's my boy.
He crazy.
That's my boy.
He been like that his whole life, bro.
Yeah.
Like he is who he is. Like
my boy throw.
Yeah, he's crazy.
My boy
That's the way to describe him.
Yeah, but when he fuck with you, he fuck with you.
That's right.
Like, he love harder than usual. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look at his antics and look at his antics and don't get to know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he a good dude, hands down.
Sure.
So outside the money and the belts, like what or what belt do you want? Like, what's your ultimate goal? What do you want
The
to win?
big green one, the WBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't be knowing the names.
Yeah,
I just be
WBC,
watching the
that's
fights.
That's
Okay.
the belt. That's the belt you want. That's the belt you box for. That's like,
WBC?
yeah.
Okay.
That's like
What's that stand for?
the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
What is it? World Boxing Council.
And how hard is it to get there? Like, how many fights do you have to have? Like, what makes you qualify for that?
You have to go through the rankings. You have to fight for certain belts to get rankings. Just for the belt that I fought last, it put me in a specific rankings from one bracket to another bracket.
So
know
you
what I
just moving up.
working your way up. So, and it's all about who the promotion is behind you, who's your manager.
Gotcha.
It's just like the
Politics.
industry. Yeah, basically.
Politics
Well,
and
you
every
making
fucking
moves.
thing.
I mean,
But one thing about it, I don't care how good you is. If you can't put no asses in seats, you don't have no powers and you don't have no power in this game.
That's real shit.
So
that's a whole nother like conversation as far as like branding and marketing and
Yeah.
just having a team
because
for that.
it's like you can't make nobody. I don't give a damn how good you is. You can't put no asses in seats. You ain't making nobody no money.
So what is it that gets like? Can you just say one tactic or something that you do that helps grow a fan base?
Me,
Yeah,
it's just who I am and just marketing and then you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I'll be like, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Lala,
Come to
Lala got
practice, be there on time.
Lala.
I'm like, should I wear my shorts too, bitch? The way you talking?
Oh yeah, you know
I practice?
we can't forget my boy Nick Love.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? These
sure.
two, I can tell you this. When I started boxing, I started at maybe 13, 14,000 followers. Every time I fight, these two work harder than I do. Nick Love and Lalaa work harder than I do. So now I'm at like 27,000 followers.
Ding that thing.
like I said,
Ding that thing.
Yeah. So-
like I said, every time you about to fight, I definitely see you going
Yeah,
all throughout
same.
my timeline, and not just them. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody.
Community.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants you to
Facts.
win.
Now I know your name in front of
appreciate
your
it.
face. That's facts.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So I mean, that's motivation for me to hear people say, you know what, I'm not seeing he did this. I know I can do it. I know I can. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts.
Yeah.
We're rooting for you, man.
I appreciate
Well,
it.
I'm
you
about
know,
to
we
go ahead
excited.
and
I
give it a
can't
shot.
wait to watch this fight. We're gonna be in Vegas watching it, and
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
up.
so it's lit. Great luck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We know you're gonna kill that shit.
I appreciate it.
Our final question for tonight would be: how would you define the word progress right now, 2021?
Whoever said progress was a slow process wasn't talking about me.
Hey,
Yeah. So
Period. That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
I'm
it.
fucking with it.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, man. Until the next time, we appreciate you for coming through. We got a progress report for you, and then we're going to take some pictures and all that good stuff, okay?
Yeah, do your thing. We're gonna be tuned in.
So,
Yeah.
Say no more. I can't wait.
All right,
What's
well,
up?
shit. It's the progress report. We'll be right back, y'all. All right, what's going on, everybody? It's the progress report.
Listen, we interview some of the dopest entrepreneurs, dopest artists. We got the best content for real.
Definitely. Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
yeah, like, subscribe, comment to our YouTube page, The Progress Report.
We going up.